And we get to my favorite story of the day. This Fred Thompson thing, about him being lazy, man, I was so prepared not to believe it. I read every article with the most skeptical eye. Because sometimes the media gets it in their mind that somebody's X or somebody's Y, Al Gore's size too much, John Edwards' haircut is too pretty, and whether Republican or Democrat, they get it in their mind and they won't get it out, and they keep repeating the same damn thing over and over until it drives you crazy. So they started saying Fred Thompson's lazy, 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 lazy. I was like, oh boy, here we go. And he was leading for a while, so they had to, put a hatchet in his back. So I didn't really believe it. I was very skeptical. It turns out I was wrong. The dude is the laziest guy who's ever run for president. Now you can say, no, wait a minute. Now nobody's lazier than George W. Bush. No, George W. Bush, once he gets into office and gets into what Ben used to call presidenting, that's hammock time for him. Sit back, relax, do a little bike ride, let Dick Cheney run the country. But on the campaign trail, Bush was not lazy. Bush loved the game of campaigning. That's what he was built for. He's like, yeah, Carl, who do we screw next? Come on. Oh, I'm a compassionate conservative. Oh, John McCain. Oh, did you hear? See, he's a legitimate black child, please. Knife in the back, right? He loves that stuff. So he was not a lazy campaigner. Fred Thompson. This is the story that put me over the top on him. I was a little over the top already. I was already pretty convinced based on the last couple of stories I'd read. But get a load of this. Since he's announced that he's in the race, he's gone to New Hampshire just once. 3 out of the 5 visits that he had in New Hampshire, and just on that 2-day trip, okay, were to the same, not the same location, but the same type of place of business. Let's put it that way. JR, it's time for a fun guessing game. Let's see if anybody in the studio can get it. 3 out of the 5 places he goes to are the same type of place, okay? Where do you think he went? I know I'm not phrasing it exactly right. It's a little tough to pick out what I'm trying to go for here, but you're going to love it when you find out what it is. Where do you think Fred Thompson liked going?
The same types of places. He went to parks.
Okay, right, exactly, that type of thing. Parks, restaurants, etc. But it wasn't parks. Do you have anybody, Dave, anybody? It's hard, I grant you. Any idea where Fred Thompson really liked to go the one time he went to New Hampshire since he's announced?
Well, you already kind of said it wasn't this, but I would have guessed diners.
Diners, not bad, it's close. Bars. He's like, oh, come on, let's take a load off our feet. Let's go to a bar. Come on, let's grab a drink. This guy's a stone cold Steve Austin of the Republicans. Somebody get me a beer. Okay, so since he's entered the race, he's only gone to New Hampshire once, and that's it. I mean, the other candidates are in New Hampshire, they're in Iowa, they're in Florida, they're in Michigan, they're going back and forth. Romney, Giuliani, McCain, they're everywhere. They're in Arizona, they're going everywhere. Fred Thompson, New Hampshire, once. And here's how the schedule went. First, oh, come on, we just landed. Let's go grab a beer. They go to a bar. Okay? Now they're campaigning at the bar. Right? But, come on. So then he's like, all right, okay, that was good. Let's go to chili cook-off. That's stop number 2. He's like, wow, that was some pretty good chili. Yeah, that was some good campaigning. Time for another drink. So he goes to a bar. And then the fourth one, finally he's like, okay, all right, let's go to a rally. Come on, let's roll up the sleeves here and do some work. Goes to a rally. And after the rally's over, he's like, well, now I need a drink. I mean, I've worked up a thirst here. Let's go get a drink. Somebody get me a beer. So they're like, Freddie, where do you want to go? Bar. Okay, so that's point number 1. I love that story. But point number 2, and this is what really convinced me that he's lazy. Like I said, everybody else is going Michigan, Florida. They're going like Tasmanian devil to other Republicans. They're going to all these states. And Fred Thompson's like, okay, look, finally, all right, since that debate, you remember the debate, his first debate, where he finally showed up? He's had 0 campaign events, which is ridiculous, okay? Everybody's in there. Others averaged 4 states apiece since the debate, okay? He's been to 0. So this weekend, he's finally supposed to go to New Hampshire. You know what he did? He canceled. He said, yeah, I got a scheduling conflict. Really? What was your schedule? Well, I had an appointment with my hammock in Tennessee, so I just couldn't make it out.
and we're going to California and Texas and New York, and we're going to South Dakota and Oregon and Washington and Michigan.
No, but he's the exact opposite of Howard Dean. He's like, I'm not going to Michigan. I'm not going to New Hampshire. I'm not going to Iowa. I'm not going to Washington. I'm just going to my hammock. Oh, God. Oh, this feels so good. Oh, this hammock is so great. No, New Hampshire? No, cancel it. Cancel. We're not going anywhere, okay? Yeah, he's like, yeah, on Monday I'll do an interview with Fox News Channel. That'll cover my bases. That's a nationwide audience anyway, okay? He's like, oh, bar? Oh, yeah, I'm in for a bar. Let's go. Come on, let's go grab a drink. Turns out Newsweek was right, man. Lazy like a fox. Wow. So people in New Hampshire have noticed and story out about how they're saying, oh, come on, dude, enough's enough. Look, this is the kind of state where you got to go door to door and you got to actually meet people. And if you don't meet people and others do, you're never going to get their vote, right? And the latest polls indicate that. Romney, since he's from Massachusetts, has a little bit of a lead over Giuliani. McCain is actually doing well in New Hampshire, so don't write off McCain yet. And then Thompson's in the dumps. It might help to go to the state. He totally reminds me of one of my best friends, Bora, the guy in Turkey. Like, that's how Bora would run his campaign. He's like, oh, come on. Do we really have to go to these campaign events? Oh, come on. Come on. Let's grab a drink. Okay? Hey, just relax. Nobody votes based on who goes to rallies. We don't have to go to rallies, okay? Just take a load off your feet. So I love Fred Thompson.